Hi, everybody. How are you? I'm Bubba Bill. Some people call me, well, I don't want to let you know what they call me, but we have a problem here called Devin Nunes. And Hillary is really upset. She's off in the woods with a bottle of Asti Spumante all to herself. I don't know what I'm going to do. She's driving me crazy. I'm giving you this message to let you know that I could use some love and support in this troubling time of my wife and I being exposed for criminals.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nunes calls for testimony from 17 FBI DOJ officials on government surveillance abuse. Why wasn't this front and center? Why wasn't this front and center this morning? Because obviously, it is a groundbreaking, paradigm-changing event. It's a groundbreaking, paradigm-changing moment in recent politics, especially after the Inspector General report, especially after Rod Rosenstein and Christopher Wray used 5 really vapid, basic bureaucratic excuses. Did you know that there was bias in the FBI? Well, number one, I wasn't there. That was James Comey or Loretta Lynch. Number 2, I can't talk about ongoing investigations. Number 3, I can't talk about Fisa, the Fisa process or Fisa warrants or investigations. Number 4, sir, I am, I'll have you know that I have 100,000+ people below me. And oh, by the way, I didn't do the redacting. Carlota Listi, thank you. Thank you, Carlota. Thank you, Carlota. Thank you so much. And for blessings from Texas. Thank you, Carlota. Very, very kind of you. And the super chat people, let me know, what message you want to talk about or any ideas that you have, especially with this groundbreaking news from Devin Nunes. But Carlota, thank you. Carlota Listi, thank you so much for your support of this channel. And so just to recap, thank you again, Carlota. To recap, Rod Rosenstein. Oh, I didn't do the redacting. I can't comment on classified information. I can't comment on FISA abuses. I can't comment on ongoing investigations. And oh, by the way, wait, what was the 5th? Oh, I appreciate your concern, which is another way of saying something. It's another profanity alert, but it's a very down low profanity alert. But so all of this is coming to the logical conclusion. The logical conclusion is this. I don't want to pat myself on the back, but I think that you and I, both of us, all of us, not just both, but the 325 people in 4 minutes watching, it's classified. That's right. That's right. Thank you, Agent 99. It's classified, ongoing investigation, FISA application. I didn't do the redacting. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? Oh, and I wasn't here when James Comey and Loretta Lynch were here. So all of those were the 5 main. And then the 6th one, like I said, was, well, I really appreciate your concern. Gee, we had Peter Strzok say, I want to stop Trump. We have an insurance policy. He can't be president. We can't take the risk. Well, I appreciate your concern, and the appropriate people are going to take care of it. But Ray actually was the hero of that. Before I get to Devin Nunes, who is the man, Devin Nunes is the man. And I love how media just does not want, like, Adam Schiff did 1/1,000,000th of what Nunes has done. Adam Schiff had the media behind him, and nobody's talking to him now. Devin Nunes has basically swum upstream and battled the media. They tried to discredit him, and he's only gotten stronger. He has only gotten stronger. Hello, everyone. I do have a Patreon account. It's below in the description section. But the super chat, people in the super chat have greatly appreciated whichever way you feel, appropriate to, contribute to independent media or to this channel, to my voice. I always like to say that, and it's the truth, as my voice grows, your voice grows as well. And that's not just some like lame, corny thing. There aren't many people talking about what you and I are talking about. If you have this problem or dilemma, when I go ahead, and even with my friends or family, when I go ahead and talk about all this stuff, I hear like repetition of CNN or the Washington Post. And I try to explain, hey, there's a lot more than CNN and the Washington Post. In fact, most of it, the truth is in many cases, the opposite of what the analysis is there. So Carlota Listi, thank you again. We got almost 400 people, and there's 6 minutes in. Let's go ahead and start. Nunes calls for testimony from 17 FBI DOJ officials on government surveillance abuse. House Intelligence Committee Chairman Devin Nunes, Republican in California, wants 17 current and former FBI and Department of Justice officials to testify on Capitol Hill about possible government surveillance abuse during the 2016 election, including fired FBI Director Andrew McCabe and embattled FBI official Peter Strzok. In a letter obtained by Fox News, Nunes requested that the Joint Task Force of the Oversight and Judiciary Committee take steps to interview these officials, because they, quote, may have relevant information. The House Intelligence Committee does not have direct oversight over the FBI and DOJ, so testimony is more likely to be compelled by referring names to the Oversight and Judiciary Committees. So, ladies and gentlemen, what does this say? This says that it's an ongoing process that is vindicating you and me, that is vindicating what we've been saying from day one. Hillary Clinton transferred top secret intelligence from SIPRNet, JWICs, and SCIFs. And when I get my act together, and I'm going to go ahead this weekend and go on the YouTube channel and Teespring and go ahead and start my application for the shirts. But that is, and the shirts will be like, but her top secret emails with special access program intelligence transferred from SIPRNet, JWICs, and SCIF emails, or whatever, top secret intelligence. And then of course there'll be a profanity alert shirt. But this is vindicating us. Slowly but surely, Sessions. Slowly but surely, Christopher Wray. Slowly but surely, the American public. And Congress. The big thing is Congress. And slowly but surely, the Democratic Party will be just worn down in terms of defending Hillary. They'll just be worn down. Rebecca. Appreciate your continuing cogent analysis. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you very much. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you. And I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. For the sake of transparency and to keep the American people as fully informed as possible about these matters, the task force should consider interviewing these individuals as in an open setting. Nunes wrote in the Friday letter to the House Oversight Committee Chairman Trey Gowdy and House Judiciary Chairman Bob Goodlatte. The House and this is the actual letter today. Dear Chairman Gowdy and Chairman Goodlatte, the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence is conducting an ongoing investigation of FISA abuse and other matters related to certain actions taken by officials of the Federal Bureau of Investigation and Department of Justice. Gowdy and Nunes are close friends. And they all want this to be exposed. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the slow, if you want to use the analogy of an anaconda or whatever, there are cracks in the wall, there are cracks in, the facade of all of this. There are fissures now. And the cracks and the fissures are being ever so slightly opened further apart or broken further apart, however you want to say it. And I urge everyone watching to just stay patient. Enjoy the ride. This is like the slow, slow, slow ascent on a roller coaster. And everyone on the left, and there are many people who are just they're just establishment Republicans who don't see what's taking place. They don't see how important this is. They don't care how important it is. Our love, thank you. Thank you, our love. Consider that Mueller investigation being strung out as a way to keep eye on everything POTUS does, as another way to try to find any crime daily. Please do Sessions. Our love, I'm going to do Sessions. Let's see. Consider that Mueller investigation being strung out as a way to keep eye on everything POTUS does. That's true, but also it's true. I think it's pressure. It's the only thing Democrats have. It's the only thing. It's their lifeline. So that's why they view it as such the Mueller probe is an existential issue for Democrats. An existential issue. They are nothing without the Mueller probe. So our love, that's basically what that's about. Sessions. So this is HA before After Dark, although it's 12:45 in the East Coast. But I'll definitely do. I didn't do my After Dark last night, but I will today. I mean, I will this evening, later in the middle of the night. You got to give me a scenario. So somebody below. Thank you, Alex. Thank you. Somebody below, give me a scenario. Okay, because we have a great our love did a super chat, but I have nothing in my brain right now. So give me a scenario of a call, a Sessions to Trump or a Sessions to anybody. Once I get a good scenario, I'll do it. Mr. T, no, they only allow 10-round magazines in California. so I buy more magazines. If you can imagine, though, in California, there's Sessions tells Trump that can't do that one. Well, Janice Webb. Thank you, Janice Webb. Thank you. Thank you, Janice Webb. Thank you, Janice Webb. I appreciate it. Thank you. Sessions explaining the 35,000 sealed indictments. Okay. Sessions, how did Peter Strzok get FBI lawyers to rep him? Okay, so I'll do that one. Okay, so hold on. Hello, Mr. President. How are you this evening? I'm doing good. Oh, my goodness. Devin Nunes is the man. Yes. Well, we had 17. He called me up. He said, I want to speak to about 3,500 FBI and DOJ officials. And I said, Mr. Nunes, I think you're getting a little over-exasperated. Stick to about 26, 27. And then I said, well, what about 10? And what about 5? He said, give me 17. And I said, sold to the highest bidder, yes. 17 FBI and DOJ officials. Oh, it's so happy. These people like make Sodom and Gomorrah look like the teacup ride at Disneyland. Yes, I know. Well, we wanted to ask Peter Strzok. I said, one of the questions I asked him was, what did you mean in one of the text messages that you make me feel so good every time we're together? Yeah, he didn't want to explain that one. He said that was classified. I said, I bet it was classified. Yes. Oh, he's talking to Lisa Page. It's Showtime After Dark. Yes. It's 1997 HBO Skinamax. I know. Well, anyway, we got 17 FBI agents, 17 DOJ and FBI agents. Yes. By the way, Donnie, what are you wearing? Mr. President, I'm sorry. Spider-Man underoos. You know I sleep in the nude. I told you that already. Don't get upset. Okay, I'm talking to you later. Poo-poo out. Bye. So that's the best I got at this moment. Pert Near. Your information is fantastic, as is your honest commentary. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pert Near. Thank you. Thank you, Pert Near. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. And it's just really wonderful to be able to speak to everybody and to be able to, have these live streams. Just fantastic. The interaction is fantastic. So Pert Near, thank you. We have 587 people watching. Carlota Listi, me again. Thank you. Thank you again, Carlota. Thank you. Me again. So thankful for your courage. Have cut off MSM and only support truth. I have bought your books. Thank you for having an open mind and seeing what is real. Well, Carlota, thank you so much for purchasing my books, and I greatly appreciate that. For everyone who's watching, they're on Amazon. They're on Kindle, $3.99. But her top secret emails, but her deleted emails, the Awan brothers and Debbie Wasserman Schultz, and debunking the Trump-Russia myth. I will be writing more. And Carlota, thank you very, very much again. That's just very, very kind of you, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Pert Near, thank you so much. And Carlota Listi, thank you. I know that so there are people who are like in my comment section when I upload. They're like, "Here's AJ, thank you, Goodman. He's doing is thanking people." Well, it's important. How often do you get to really thank people? You don't really get to thank people real time. You don't really get to thank people and have that interaction with people. And I'm very lucky because we got 600 people. We have 1,000 people at times. And thank you, James. And you know what? I appreciate that, James. And the interesting thing is that, so Carlota Listi, thank you. Thank you again. And thank you for purchasing my books, and greatly appreciated. They're on Amazon, and Butter Top Secret Emails has already been read, and it's there's a former Trump advisor who's read that book, and I know that there are people in government who have seen the book, read the book. Joseph Arbuckle, thank you so much. Thank you, Joseph Arbuckle. Thank you, Joseph Arbuckle. Carlota Listi, thank you, Joseph Arbuckle. Thank you. And if anything, if you want to hear H.A. Goodman say thank you, the super chat is there. But let's just continue. Thank you, everybody. So let's just continue. So among those named by Nunes are Joseph Pientka, the agent who was part of the FBI's interview of then National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. Strzok was also there. They framed Michael Flynn and they let Hillary go. Flynn had no evidence of any criminal wrongdoing. Hillary had immense evidence of criminal wrongdoing. And the thing is, like, people on like Democrats are like, oh, you know, a couple like what, you know, journalists or writers yesterday on Twitter, they were quoted, like they said, oh yeah, they one person attacked me for my writing, my Bernie Sanders writing. And it's like, look in the mirror. Democrats need to look in the mirror. They don't. Most people, when they look in the mirror, they don't like what they see. They change their lives. Democrats, they don't change their lives. They just simply say, "How dare they break the mirror, try to find a new one, and keep breaking mirrors." Patrick Fallon, thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Patrick Fallon. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. Thank you, Patrick. David Kaplan. David, thank you. Thank you for your continued support of this channel. David Kaplan, thank you. So Carlota, Patrick Fallon, and David Kaplan, thank you so much. There's 608 people on here. It's 9:54 in the evening. And we are 21 minutes in. So so thank you so very much to the super chat. Thank you so very much. You power this live stream. Flynn pleaded guilty to special counsel Robert Mueller's Russia probe to making false statements to the FBI, but they altered the 302s, which were the notes. There are reports that Andrew McCabe altered the 302s. So you're talking about these FBI agents. When Rod Rosenstein was like, an FBI agent swore under oath. Well, who was the FBI agent that swore under oath? Peter Strzok? His oath is worth, this sprite is worth more than Peter Strzok's oath on anything. And he said he also lost his job at the White House after he was said to have misled Vice President Pence about a discussion with the Russian ambassador at the time. So that was a bunch of nonsense too. Who cares about what he said to Pence? Pence isn't owed anyone's, supreme loyalty, and certainly not back then or now. He had a conversation. People were losing their jobs because of conversations. Meanwhile, it took what? How many text messages? He's not going to become president, right? He's not going to. No, honey. No. He's not going to become president. I'll stop him. Let's stop it. We'll stop it. Phoebe, you're right. Hillary did. Crazy Eddie. Crazy Eddie. You think Mueller is now going after Eric Prince to silence what he knows from his NYPD sources about what was on the Wiener laptop? Possibly. I think that Mueller is just trying to find any possible any possible way to hurt Trump. And that's one thing that kind of endears me to Trump. Eddie Nyland, thank you. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Eddie Nyland. Thank you, Eddie. Crazy Eddie, they are patriots at the New York NYPD. They're patriots at the New York field office of the FBI. Hillary Clinton will eventually get charged with a crime. It's not, and when people say it'll never happen, they're assuming that she's too powerful. Clinton's power has been dwindling every day since November 8th, 2016. It's at its lowest point. It's at its lowest point in what? Since before the White House. The Clintons have always been engaged in scandal. They try to break me, but I'll break it off something. They try to break me, but I keep coming back stronger. It's like one of those pills you take. You know what I mean? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Just makes you stronger. They haven't stopped. So thank you, Patrick Fallon. Thank you, David Kaplan. Thank you, David. The Clintons, what they did is they bit off more than they could chew on this one. There are too many people, there are too many cracks in the edifice. And I'll give you a football analogy, since it's a relaxed, enjoyable 25 minutes in, enjoyable evening on a Friday evening. A football analogy is this. If you, and people in the live stream, you'll know what I mean if you enjoy football. If you continually run the ball against a pretty good defense, you're going to get stuffed to the line. You maybe get 2 yards, 3 yards. If you continually run the ball, and you don't give up on the run. You have a great running back. You have a great line. If you continually run the ball, eventually you're going to take it to the house. Eventually, you're going to break a run. If you have a great running back, a great line, eventually you're going to take it to the house. There's going to be a block on that middle linebacker. There's going to be a block on the safety, whatever. There's going to be that special block, and you're going to go take it to the house. 50 yards, 60 yards. I think I've told people I was at the LA Coliseum with my dad and one of my buddies growing up. And I saw Bo Jackson run 80 yards and 90 yards. I think it was against I'm pretty sure it was against the Denver Broncos. And it was awesome. It was awesome. And he went like this in the end zone. So that was, if you see the tape of Bo Jackson doing that, he runs 90 yards and does that. It's unbelievable. David Kaplan, do ex-heads of state have some sort of immunity, hence no indictments yet? No. Ex-heads of state don't. If you look at Nawaz Sharif in Pakistan, if you look at Nicolas Sarkozy in France, if you look at President Park in South Korea, all of them were indicted. So, in fact, David, if anything, the precedent is that the precedent has been set. The precedent has been set. So, hold on. Former President Park, former South Korean president sentenced to 24 years. Indicted, face years in prison. Leader faces bribery. President Park indicted. She was one of the most powerful people in South Korea. Nawaz Sharif was one of the most powerful people in Pakistan. Nicolas Sarkozy was one of the most powerful people in France. All of these people were with some of the most powerful people in all of the world. And people say, oh, well, Hillary can't get indicted. Sorry, no, she can. So that's a great, David, that's a great, it's a great point. P.O. Breeley, thank you. Thank you, P.O. Breeley. Thank you so much. Thank you, P.O. Breeley. Thank you. Kurt Warmeyer, have William Binney testify on Trump's behalf, and it should be endgame. How about Brennan giving Sessions a full volume massage? Oh, Sessions, I never saw you in this light. They say you look elf-like, but I will have to tell you, your muscles are fantastic. Sessions, together, I think we can make a great pair. Would you get off of me? I specifically asked not Brennan, anybody but Brennan. Well, why am I doing this? Okay, so Kurt, Warmeyer, thank you. William Binney, I don't think. See, the thing is, he's a former NSA official, and he's he's a legend, and he would eviscerate, destroy the intelligence community's assessment, which was not a conclusion; it was an assessment. But that would be something spectacular. The Superman to others. Congratulations on all of your subscribers. Keep up the excellent work, my friend. You rock. The Superman to others. Thank you so much. Thank you. The interesting thing also is that live streams, they they kind of halt the subscriber increase. I don't know why. But they do. It's kind of interesting. But it's like I'm permanently stuck now at 116,300. But it's great. It's fine. You know, I have this amazing live chat, amazing super chat. So you guys give every incentive to keep on going the live streams. But the Superman to others, congratulations on all of your subscribers. Keep up the excellent work, my friend. You rock. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Superman to others. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you, David Kaplan. So David Kaplan, yeah, I mean, heads of state, there is nothing that, you know. Patrick Fallon, thank you. If you remember that, thank you. I appreciate that. Shane Wolf. Shane Wolf. Been with you for a while. You scared me when TYT flirted with you. You proved yourself to me when you didn't sell out and back Clinton to get in with them. And as no God, you should get a P.O. box where we can send you stuff. Well, thank you, Shane. Shane Wolf, thank you so much. Thank you for everything. And yeah, that was how do I phrase this? When you're on the left, you're constantly targeted. It's never good enough. Nothing you do is ever good enough because the left has this constant struggle. So Shane, thank you. Thank you very much. No, I was never going to back Clinton because, you know, I had written at that point, like I'd written over like 100 articles just explaining that Clinton was not going to win, that she was going to be hawkish, that she was going to be, you know, the antithesis of a Democrat or liberal or, you know, on a whole bunch of issues. But when you're on the left and maybe you're a writer or a pundit or whatever, a voice, it's so easy for like even big organizations to go after you if they feel that maybe you're threatening or if they feel that you're a threat to them in some manner. They might try to knock you out before you become, you know, your voice grows. So the interesting thing is that it actually the opposite takes place. You actually get stronger when people try to attack you. So, I mean, the Daily Beast, Raw Story, TYT went after me, a whole bunch of but at the end of the day, I'm actually a whole lot stronger. And that's like, you know, I didn't survive like, you know, some kind of crazy ordeal, but it's something to be said. You know, when you have your voice out there, you're a writer or whatever, don't worry, just continue to just be yourself. And if you back up everything, so everything I say is backed up with articles in public in you know, publications that people view to be reputable. Washington Post, you know, I don't like the Washington Post, but everyone views it to be reputable, so I use the Washington Post. They really can't touch you. If you back up the information, they can't touch you. Michael Collar, thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael Collar. Thank you, the Superman, others, very, very kind words. Shane Wolf, thank you. I appreciate that. And Michael Collar, thank you. Superman, others, I appreciate that. Michael Collar, thank you. You know, I gotta tell you all something. You know how kind of you and me, and I say you as the 702 people watching, and me, we're viewed as perhaps, oh, well, you know, we don't really buy the CNN, MSNBC narrative. So we're perhaps different in terms of our mentality. So Michael Collar, thank you. Thank you again, Michael. Thank you. Understand something. What Devin Nunes is doing with 17 DOJ and FBI officials regarding the Fisa abuse, what Congress just did with Christopher Wray and Rod Rosenstein, what Congress just did, when I say Congress, GOP and Congress just did with the Inspector General report, what the Inspector General report is doing right now with James Comey. James Comey is being investigated for his Queasy Comey memos. His Queasy Comey memos. Okay. Peter Strzok is being... This Sprite has more integrity than Strzok or Comey. But Peter Strzok is being investigated right now by the Office of Professional Responsibility. Who said that? Christopher Wray alluded directly to that. James Comey is also being investigated by the Office of Professional Responsibility. He'll get indicted eventually. If it's not classified information for his memos, it's a whole bunch of other things. Lying under oath regarding exonerating Clinton. They know exactly what they're doing. And you couldn't write a better script. All of these people indicted, and who knows, you know, I don't know if this would ever happen, but I mean, now that they would have to rely on a pardon from Trump. So imagine H.A. Bill Clinton discussing with Sessions the Clinton family choice. Oh my God. Okay.
Now listen, Jeff Sessions, I know this is your voicemail. This is Bubba Bill Clinton. I think old Hillary, I want to just say I agree with you. We've been bad people. Hillary's been a bad person. Don't tell her I called. But if you can get a really nice jail cell for the missus, I'll come visit. I'm calling on a mission of mercy here. But leave me out of it. And you know what? If you want me to testify, let me know. I'm like James Comey with Andrew McCabe. I'm ruthless. Talk to you later. Have a great evening. Bye.
So thank you. Thank you, Baron von Blair. Thank you. The interesting thing about Bill and Hillary is that you ever wonder, like, they haven't turned on each other, maybe just because they know that without one another, well, at this point right now, Hillary is, I guess, well, without one another, they can't amass the power that they have for a whole bunch of reasons. But thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. The full list of officials named by Nunes include Tricia Anderson, DOJ lawyer, James Baker, former FBI general counsel, Gregory Brower, former FBI congressional liaison, John Carlin, former head of the DOJ's National Security Division, Kevin Kleinsmith, FBI lawyer, Tashina Gower, DOJ official, David Loffman, former head of DOJ's Counterintelligence Division, Andrew McCabe, former deputy director, Mary McCord, former DOJ lawyer, Jonathan Moffa, FBI official, Sally Moyer, FBI, she's FBI Agent 5. She's married to FBI Agent 1. FBI lawyer, Bruce Ohr. Yes, the same guy who Rod Rosenstein's like, sniffle, 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 sniffle. Oh, I don't know that he was, I didn't know that he was working on the investigation. Lisa Page, look at that. Joseph Pienka, FBI agent. Bill Priestap. Wow. That's Strzok's boss. Peter Strzok and George Toscas. Looks like Kevin Kleinsmith. So the other guy, one of the guys, he's like, long live the resistance. Kevin Kleinsmith circumvented this whole thing. So, wow. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, Clinton will eventually get indicted. And when that happens, everyone but you and but me will be shocked and surprised. That's not so. 739 people watching right now. Let's go ahead and all right. So Devin Nunes wrote, and so this is an ongoing investigation. Check it out. The House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence is conducting an ongoing investigation of FISA abuse. So, ladies and gentlemen, an ongoing investigation of FISA abuse. I'll go ahead and share this to everybody. This is an ongoing investigation of FISA abuse. Oh, gosh. And there's an ongoing Clinton Foundation probe right now. That never stopped. The FBI has a Clinton Foundation probe right now. The DOJ has its own email probe. They're just finding out how she did it, and they're just collecting all the data and evidence. And I'm telling you, I think Sessions is just basically like, hi, Mr. President, how are you? Good. Oh, I mixed Bill in there. I mixed Bill Clinton. Well, hello, Mr. President. How are you? Good. Well, we're waiting. I know. The suspense is killing me. I know. Well, we're waiting. We're getting all the people to testify, and we're getting them under oath. 17 FBI. We got Michael Horowitz. We got Peter Strzok testifying. We got James Comey coming back up with a subpoenas. We're going to go ahead and send them multiple subpoenas, yes. Oh, it's going to be so fantastic. There's a DOJ probe right now. We're going to find out how she transferred top secret intelligence from SuperNet JWICs and skips. In fact, we already know. Plus, there's an FBI probe. Christopher Ray. Oh, he plays a good. He needs an Academy Award. Yes, he's like a Midwestern Laurence Olivier. Yes. Well, he's pretending. He knows he hates them also. Yes. Yeah, she'll be indicted hopefully before your next re-election. Well, thank you so much, sir. You have fun. Really? Vanilla ice cream with a cherry on top? That's what I'm talking about. Love cherries. All right, talk to you later. Bye. Poo-poo out. Jaime Paredes, thank you. HA, why isn't the left protesting in the streets regarding the destruction of Yemen? Well, because the left, because Obama got us into Yemen. And it's a horrible, horrible, horrible situation, but also Saudi Arabia is an ally. And Obama got us into Yemen. So it points, anything that points back to Obama or Clinton, they don't care about. So they forgot that they forgot President Obama deported 2.5 million people. So they forgot all of that. Then there, of course, the Imran issue. Well, that has different from Yemen, but there's so many scandals. But Jaime Paredes, it's either Jamie or Jaime. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Your name, but yeah, why isn't the left protesting the streets regarding the destruction of Yemen? Because there was an article in The Guardian. Obama, Yemen, nobody heard. So the U.S. Just got into Yemen and no one's talking about it. Mustafa Bayumi. Saturday, August 2016. So I'll tweet out, thanks, Obama. And that's the thing. That's the thing, you know. It's a situation where you can't have a true left in any country if there's no true anti-war movement, and there's no true anti-war movement on the left. There's far more of an anti-war movement on the right. And some people say, well, you know, it's just isolationism. You know, the rebuttal to that from some people on the left is that, well, it's isolationism masked in bigotry. It's like, do you think people care what it's masked in when they're not being attacked? Who cares? If you have more people on the right who don't want never-ending these perpetual wars. So thank you, Jaime. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Jaime Paredes. Thank you. The letter comes after Strzok, who was escorted from FBI headquarters. Why don't you try your key card? Can't go in, huh? I removed your security clearance. Snatch. Took it away. The letter comes after Strzok, who was escorted from FBI headquarters recently ahead of possible disciplinary action, faced questions behind closed doors this week. Of course, he couldn't answer. It was ongoing investigation. It was classified. It was all a bunch of nonsense. You want to know why? Whenever they do that stupid, oh, well, it's classified. It's classified. It's an ongoing investigation. It's classified. We can't talk about it. We can't talk about it. You have people within those departments speaking to Sessions. It's very likely that there are leaks within each department. It's very likely that there are people within the U.S. government that know pretty much what's taking place throughout all the branches of government. Pretty much. And those people aren't stupid. They're not like McCabe that leaks information just to make himself look good. So, Nunes calls for FBI DOJ officials to testify on surveillance. So, Devin Nunes is awesome. He's just awesome. You have people like Devin Nunes. Trey Gowdy is good. Trey Gowdy is kind of hit and miss sometimes, but Devin Nunes, Mark Meadows, Ron DeSantis, Jim Jordan, Matt Gaetz. You know, these are people who are fighters. They're fighting. They have, and Bob Goodlatte, they have evidence. So they have evidence on their side. There's no question as to, you know, it's not a matter, ladies and gentlemen, it's not a matter of, you know, like, it's not a matter of, oh, partisan politics. They actually have evidence. Democrats have no evidence. They're completely partisan politics. It's completely partisan. Look, Republicans and Democrats take turns, you know, with the hyperbole and the just, you know, losing their minds when they're not in power. But sometimes you actually have a situation where there are people who are partisan. So Christopher Hitchens said it's not necessarily a bad thing to be a partisan if you're right, if you happen to have evidence. There is evidence of a massive, massive cover-up where Hillary Clinton committed major crimes. Costello West, yes, the right loves more as much as the left, or more so. Absolutely. I do agree with that. The establishment right, probably more so than the establishment left. establishment Republicans, perhaps more so than establishment Democrats. The thing with establishment Democrats that makes them hypocrites is that they're supposed to be anti-war. But what I mean by the right, or what I mean by a new kind of mentality is, you know, Rand Paul, Donald Trump, Devin Nunes. You don't hear a lot of conservatives or a lot of people who are Republican focusing on that. But you're 100% right, Costello West. The establishment right, establishment left, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't mean to say that, you know, the right is like a bunch of hippies now that they don't, you know, they just want peace and love. They don't want to fight. They don't want to, you know, wage these never-ending wars. No, I mean, Bush got us into Iraq and Afghanistan. Bush got us into Bush and Cheney and Rumsfeld. If you compared Obama to Bush, Cheney, and Rumsfeld, yeah, Obama's a good president. If you look at Obama in terms of just what you expected President Obama to do, Libya, Yemen, all of these things, going after Julian Assange, all of these things. But Bush, Cheney, and Rumsfeld, yeah. So believe me, Costello West, I agree 100% with you. 100%. If you notice, there are some core principles that have pulled me to Trump. You know, revamping and exposing a corrupt intelligence community, being overall less hawkish, less inclined for regime change, a foreign policy that's led to detente and the start of peace between North and South Korea. The quick dismantling of the Democratic Party peacefully and politically, because Trump is a walking just steamroller, just, you know, wrecking ball. You don't see me talking about, you know, immigrants and, you know, how much I dislike them, because I don't dislike them. I have friends who are dreamers, and they're such great people. And I've known many fantastic undocumented immigrants from, you know, all over Mexico, Salvador, just beautiful, beautiful people. My experience has been different from the experience of, you know, people on the right, let's say, certain people on the right. You won't hear me go in those places. But what brings me to voting for Trump are certain core principles that I always say, if your most important policy objective is a less hawkish foreign policy than Trump, vote for Trump, not a Democrat. But like Costello West stated, that does not mean Trump is not engaging in war. That does not mean that. There's like a vapid rebuttal on, you know, those things. Well, what about this? Yeah, what about it? That's not what I said. Pick a rifle, any rifle. USMC 1911. Well, as you know, I have my California compliant AK, and just, you know, doing research on a whole bunch of different rifles, like the FNFAL, the Galil, the M14, M1 Garand. Just YouTube is just awesome. There's Hickok 45. You can watch all of these. Hickok 45. I watch a whole bunch. Iraq veteran 8888. I love Iraq veteran 8888. There's Yankee Marshal, Collier Noir. So I, you know, but I'm kind of like, oh yeah, nice. Most in the gun, yeah. So anyway, so let's go ahead. So Devin Nunes, 17 FBI and DOJ officials. We already had the Inspector General's report, which gave us more questions and more investigations. He wants 17 FBI, DOJ officials. That's going to give us more questions and more investigations. Look to the DOJ or the FBI, or very rare, there's almost zero chance anyone there is watching this, but just go ahead and do the right thing. Indict Clinton and save yourself hundreds of millions of dollars of nonsense and endless discussion about all of this. And you could still keep your power base on the left or in the Democratic Party. In fact, that helps Democrats. Trump will eventually help Democrats by taking down the Clinton empire. Poo-poo out t-shirt. Smokey over the line. You are. I foresee that too. But I think that, you know, everything that we've been saying, that I've been saying, that you've been saying, is proven right and vindicated every day. So if you're new to this channel, subscribe. And please go ahead and let people know about this channel, especially if you're watching from another country. Thank you, MD. HA, I heard that Wisconsin is one of the final one of the final choices for the DNC convention. They ignore us, and now they want to hold their conference here. I hate the thought of them coming here. We have enough problems. Yes, MD. I would not want the DNC convention anywhere near me. You're 100. Wow, I didn't know that. So MD, thank you. Yeah, MD, you're 100% right. I mean, that's interesting. Well, Wisconsin hasn't voted for a Republican in a presidential election since 1984. Michigan and Pennsylvania haven't voted for a Republican since 1988 in a presidential election. Is Florida another country? Some say it is. But I mean, and Styx X and Hammer was just unbelievable in terms of the election. I was telling people, you know, subscribe to Styx in 2016. And whereas I said that Trump was going to defeat Clinton, I didn't pick states. Styx X and Hammer was picking states. He had the Electoral College map. Like, I didn't go so far as the Electoral College. I just realized that it ain't going to happen. I think I did talk about swing states a lot in my articles and in my YouTube channel below. You can always see that segment that I have. But Styx was, yeah, exactly. Baron von Blair is uncanny. Styx is uncanny. By the way, I do have a nice little surprise for my Second Amendment channel. I think it's just fantastic and beautiful. But I've been slacking off on my Second Amendment channel because these live streams, and people want me to upload more, and they, you know, I have my fifth book eventually that'll eventually get out. But these live streams are like addicting to me. But so 770 people, we are officially at 59 minutes. So let's just go ahead really quickly. I want to read Trump. So one thing about Trump that really angers Democrats is that he plays the media. He plays the media And he is like a walking media. He's like a walking media. He's like a walking media that they can't control. So MD, if they go to Wisconsin, it's probably not. It probably will just pull Wisconsin voters away from them. Rooster Cogburn, happy Friday, H.A. Thank you for your commitment to the truth, to our country, and to our Constitution. You're a fantastic voice of reason, and we're all very grateful. Keep up the fantastic work. Make America great again. Thank you, Rooster Cogburn. Thank you. Thank you so much, Rooster Cogburn. I really appreciate your continued support of this channel. And just thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Voting for Trump is a very liberating experience. Or, letting people know that Lionel, I love Lionel Nation. He's awesome. I listen to him too. I listen to Styx. I listen to Lionel. Listen to a whole bunch of other people. Like I said, for Second Amendment, I like. There's another channel. There's another Second Amendment or firearms channel. There's a couple that I watched. I forgot their names. They do reviews on firearms, like firearm reviews. Well, they all do, but I forgot the name of one. What is it's really good. It's like they have like 700,000 subs, or maybe 300,000 or 400,000. So let me see. If I just type in just do Tavor review or whatever. Wait. Gosh, it's like TBF something. Oh yeah, TFB TV. I like TFB TV. They're cool. TFB TV is very good. I mean, you get all these amazing reviews. But there's of course Iraq Veteran 8888. They have gun gripes. You know what I'm talking about if you've watched Iraq Veteran 8888. Gun gripes is fantastic. And God bless him, Barry, who passed away. He was just fantastic. He was awesome. But yeah, Iraq Veteran 8888 is awesome. Hard Bastard I watch. HB is awesome. Like I said, I was on a three-way with HB and Styx, and I have to tell you, it wasn't the three-way I always imagined, but it was pretty cool. Not what I've always imagined in my dreams, but it was pretty cool. Yeah, it was on HB's channel. All right, let's go ahead. Okay, so we're over an hour now. Too much info, AJ. All right, so no, you need a background check. So Tommy, no, you don't need a background check for ammo in California, which would be insane, absolutely ridiculous. I know that's what people want. It's like that would be a tremendous. You do need a background check in 10 days for a firearm. So, I mean, always in every state you need a background check, but you need to wait 10 days in California. Wait, not yet. Background checks for all new legislation proposed. That would be a horrible idea. It would be horrible, horrible legislation. Horrible, horrible. Dems introduced the bill, of course. And you know what will take place? Which is so stupid. You will see massive, massive, massive purchases of ammo. And that's the thing. That's what Democrats don't understand. There are people who are law-abiding citizens, the majority, millions and millions and millions and millions of law-abiding citizens. I am married. I am married, yes. But I love all of you guys and gals. You're wonderful. You're absolutely wonderful. You're absolutely wonderful, all of you. And that's the thing, you know, it's like my California compliant AK-47, which is the laughingstock of the Second Amendment community. They're like, look at that ugly grip. Ugly. There's no pistol grip, so it's just like, you know, connected to the stock. Like a, you know, more like a hunting rifle. And in California, there's a 10-round magazine limit. So what people do, I can't say it's something that I do, not something that I do, but they buy a whole bunch of magazines. So if I'm living in New York and Bloomberg says you can't have a super duper large Coke, then I'll buy 3 Cokes. Okay? And Texas is awesome. I've heard Texas is awesome. You know a place I've been throughout the U.S., but you know a place that I've never seen happier people than in Utah. Utah has really happy people. Is there a happy index? States with the happiest people. Okay, hold on one second. States with happiest residents. Ah, I knew it. Utah's on the list. I knew it. Hawaii, Minnesota, North Dakota, Colorado, New Hampshire, Idaho, Utah, and Montana. Now states with the unhappiest people. I'm not even going to read that. That's just for my own edification. There's not a list. Good. Okay. Who wants to know that list? And if you live in Hawaii, it's gorgeous. North Dakota, I've heard a lot of good things about North Dakota. Colorado, Idaho. Idaho. There are a lot of great things about Idaho. Montana. It's getting wild in the live chat. It is getting wild. Yeah, so, and you're not going to stop a guy like me from buying like 3 Cokes. 3, you know. What? I can't buy a big gulp. What am I to do? Oh, I know. I'll spend even more money. Thanks a lot, Democrats. You're awesome. You're making me healthy. And, you know, so the UH have a comment on the 14-year-old voice, huh? Amber, I think that's horrible. That's my comment. I think it's absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. And I want peace in the Middle East. And I want both sides to talk, and I want the Palestinians to have a state. That's my comment. That's viewed as controversial today on the left. But Amber, that's my comment. I want there to be a Palestinian state, and I want both sides to talk. Brando, nice. Yeah. Especially, like, you know, All right, so let's just go ahead really quickly and all right, let's so there, for ladies and gentlemen, always remember that, let's say Twitter, tries to just block me, or whatever. I'm on Gab. So remember, H.A. Goodman author Gab. So I'll put the well, it's just H.A. Goodman author Gab. So I'm on Gab. And it's H.A. Goodman author Gab. I'm on Minds. It's at H.A. Goodman. Facebook. Well, I'm on Facebook, but I just share. I don't really do much on Facebook. I don't like Facebook at all, but Gab, definitely check out Gab. If Steam It, I am on Steam It. Gosh, I haven't uploaded anything. I just upload my videos, but and I did upload a Steam It as to why I voted for Trump. So let me go ahead and see if I could give you that. H.A. Goodman, Steam It, why I'm voting Trump. Oh yeah, I'm voting for Trump 2020. Here's my Facebook post. So I'll go ahead and share that to everybody here. So I am on Steam It. So check me out on Steam It. Follow me on Steam It. Yeah, Rooster Cogburn, you should, right. I urge everyone here, right? Go on Steam It, go on, what was that? You can, what's the place you can write any, article and publish it? Oh my goodness. But go on Steam It, write blog after blog and, or article after article. And I think that you should do that. Every single one of you. Start your channel and start your channel. And understand that if you're just yourself and you just provide great information, it'll slowly grow. YouTube is like fishing in the ocean. You're going to find a whole lot of, pockets, areas of fish or people or whatever, that medium. So write a Medium article, but whatever you're into, in one of the diners that I go to just, to eat and relax, I'm like 40 years younger than the average age there. It's pretty awesome, actually. There's one gentleman who works there is like really buff and all natural, doesn't juice up or anything, but all natural. And I was like, dude, you should start a YouTube channel and just be yourself and just start. It's gonna grow. A fitness channel, fitness grows. I have. In fact, one of my segments, HA, why haven't you defended Hard Bastard and his censorship battle? I have. I emailed him the other day, or DM'd him the other day, and I said, everyone support HB on Twitter and subscribe to HB. And then when I was uploading, I did a whole bunch of, I did a couple segments, but I did one segment where I said, definitely if you subscribe to H.A. Goodman, subscribe to Hard Bastard, support him. But I'm telling everyone right now. So DC Shadow 13, thank you. DC Shadow 13, thank you very, very much for your message. And yeah, I'm 100% supportive of Hard Bastard. And I think Real News and Hard Bastard, they sent me a really cool message on Twitter. And yeah, I support them 100%. Hard Bastard was when when the Young Turks went after me, Hard Bastard defended me without even knowing me. And he suffered because of that. Hard Bastard is an awesome, awesome guy, and they do fantastic work, or real news, hard news, hard news. So yeah. Do a segment, make it the title. I think I will eventually. DC Shadow 13. I agree with you. The only thing is, I don't get a lot of chances to do these live streams. So, but I think I'll maybe do an upload segment. But DC Shadow 13, yeah. Everybody subscribe to Hard Bastard. He's awesome. He's definitely awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, 737 people. Let's just go ahead and make sure that. Okay, so on Twitter. All right. See, I'll write it right now. On Twitter, everyone support Hard Bastard and Hard News. And please, everyone who follows my work, subscribe to Bastard. HP is amazing. So I've already done this, but I'm going to do this again. So I'll just put a meme, a do-it meme with Shia LaBeouf. Everyone support Hard Bastard and Hard News Network, and please, everyone who follows my work, subscribe to Hard Bastard. HP is amazing. So there you go. I just did that right now. Mafeels. Great channel. Forgotten Weapons is also, yes, that's a good one. Forgotten is also a great channel, and it's very informative. You should have Stephen Molnoy on your show as well. Would love to. It would be cool. Would love to. H.A. Sticks Molnoy Triad. Yeah, would love to. I would love to. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't agree 100% with him all the time. That really doesn't matter, though. He is, a pretty powerful voice. So I would love to, yes. And Forgotten Weapons is a great channel. Actually, on Forgotten Weapons on YouTube, what was I watching the other day on Forgotten Weapons? What was I watching the other day? I was watching something. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we are going to some Mafeels. Thank you so much. And thank you for your support. I've heard about Kevin Shipp. Yes, he does wonderful work. T-shirts are coming soon. I got to go ahead and sign up for Teespring. But Mafeels, thank you, Mafeels. Thank you, everybody, on this live stream. Crazy Eddie, thank you. We'll be back a little later on this evening for a true HA After Dark. I slacked out yesterday evening, Military Arms. But thank you for watching. And if it's After Dark where you're at, thank you so much. God bless. Have a fantastic, wonderful, wonderful Friday evening and weekend. I'll catch you in a couple of hours. And thank you again. DC Shadow 13, HA, we love you in the swamp. Please cover censorship. HB is being censored. Okay, I have to go ahead and, because I have to do some more research. I definitely will. DC Shadow 13, thank you. Mafeels, thank you so much. Great channel, Forgotten Weapons. Yeah, that is a great channel. DC Shadow 13, thank you. Thank you again. And I just tweeted that out right now. And yeah, people are tweeting, retweeting it. And thank you, everyone. I will see you very, very soon. Have a fantastic, fantastic weekend. Thank you. Hit subscribe right now if you're new to this channel. Thank you so much.